Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how the storytelling could be incorporated into the project presentation. And before that, let us consider a small scenario how the traditional project presentation will happen. Usually, for the project presentation, judges will be sitting and the student teams will be standing in front of judges, and they will just go and introduce their team, and they will directly talk about our project title is feedback AI, and we are going to solve this particular problem, and we have an objective. We have started our work and carrying out, and this is how the flow will go in a traditional way. So this will not be unique among the n number of graduates or n number of students in the project presentation. So now we are going to use the storytelling concept, and I just want to give a small hint on the one-liner storytelling before getting into the concept explanation. The one-liner storytelling will have the problem statement and the solution of the problem and the impact of happiness. So these three keywords are to be considered before we presenting our project title to the presenters or to the audience to get impressed and also to emotionally connect. Okay, so let me take the same feedback AI as a product, and I'm going to introduce to the judges in a different form as which I mentioned in the one-liner storytelling. So now first stage I have to talk about the problem actually, and the second stage how our feedback AI will give a solution and how it is going to make the audience happy. So this is how the flow has to be structured and the flow has to be presented to the audience. Okay, let us consider the real world problem. Uh, there are a lot of educational institutions which is running in India, and there are a lot of learners who need personalized suggestions and recommendation. But often in the institutions, teachers directly talk about the student disabilities in front of people, and the student will get inferior complex, and he goes down physically and also mentally. This is one particular example that I could say for the communication. Okay, and this feedback AI will give you the personalized feedback and also the personalized recommendation, which could helps you to improve your communication and which makes the audience to be very positive, and also he could develop himself without any inferior complex. Now I'm going to present this concept as very similar as I mentioned. Okay, good afternoon judges, and there are a lot of educational institutions which is running in India, and the student needs the good communication in terms of project presentation. When the student presenting their project and his grammar ability makes him wrong in front of audience and judges, and sometimes they give a feedback directly in front of all the student, hey, you are wrong. Their mindset are psychologically going down and inferior, and they are not happy at all. But our proposed feedback AI solution will give the student in a personalized feedback and the personalized recommendation and how to improve his communication in the stage by stage of process, which could really make the users to use this personalized feedback AI as one of the product rather before getting into the final pitching of presentation. So this makes a sense because audience will not just sit and hear all your stories. The audience always want simple and sweet how your title is introduced to them. So this is called as storytelling. So I am just telling this only for starting the title of a project. Let's say if you talk about empathy, you have to share like a stories, how you met people, how many people you met, what are their pain points, what are their key inputs to him, how did they feel, and what they just wanted to damn sure change of things. So these are all a kind of stories when you share to the audience or share to the judges. So definitely the audience will get emotionally connected to our presentation or to our stories that we have. So this is one proven skills that made a lot of people victory into the term. For example, if you want to learn more about the storytelling, how the product is to be introduced in front of audiences or in front of judges, just go and watch how the product Apple iPhone was introduced by Steve Jobs to the audience there. So this skill was showcased at 2008 by Steve Jobs, and this made the audience so curious and a lot of appreciation to the Steve Jobs when the Apple phone was introduced in front of people. So this formula was carried out also in TEDx, and a lot of young personalities and proven guests, they go to TEDx, and all the TEDx concept will have these kind of storytelling. Even uh, if we don't have a good stories, even we will not listen to any kind of lectures that we have. So try to incorporate the storytelling in your communication, which is generally formally called as a effective communication. Your audience will get emotionally connected to you, and you are adding an emotion to the product, and automatically the value of product will improve. Thank you.